Hey, everybody. It is February. Welcome to Team Talk Tuesday, or some of you are calling it T3, I think, or T to the third power. I'm not sure which, but welcome to Team Talk Tuesday. I'm excited. Okay, so I love transition months. They feel like the end of something and the birth of something. And so I love transition months. Like I was I was thinking about it. I think I've probably been through 32 transitions, maybe 32, maybe 33 transitions in my Scentsy career. Tell me in the chat, how many transitions have you been through? Everyone, and you can guesstimate it or you can count on your fingers, whatever you want to do. I want to start by talking about what's important now. And then we're going to dive into our transition panel. I know some of you know me, some of you don't. I was a little in and out during January because of travel and a working weekend I hosted, and also because I got really, really sick. So, my name is Karen Fettis. If you don't know me, I am the Superstar Director for the Scent Warriors Group. I am Jessica Kiss's partner in crime on this cohort. And we're excited to do this with you guys this year. Little change for our group. It's an hour earlier and a name change, but I love the partnership and I'm excited for it. So, just a couple minutes on what's important now. It is World Tour Month. If you are registered for World Tour, make sure you are starting with that challenge that you got that email about. There's a non-consultant host party challenge that you can start right now. You don't have to wait till you get to your World Tour location. And you get that really cute blue mushroom warmer if you finish it, if you complete it. So make sure that you are working on that. There are also some other World Tour locations that are not sold out. Some are sold out, some are not. So make sure if you are not attending World Tour, but you're close to a non-sold out location, you guys, you don't want to miss a home office event. World Tour, not only is it fun, but you get to see the new product in person. You get to get the energy of where we're going this spring, all the things, and you truly don't want to miss it. So I would encourage you, if you are not registered for a location, and there is one close to you. Now, let me give you the caveat on close to you. I mean, within 6 hours drive that's not sold out. The goal would be the home office aims for 4 to 6 hours from your front door, from a drive. Okay. And trust me, I've driven further than that and it's worth it. So, get to World Tour. It's going to be fantastic. We also have this month, we have that $60 in the US partner join kit. I didn't do the conversion for Canada, Australia, New Zealand, the UK, Ireland, Europe, but you guys can check your workstations for the prices that are relevant for your country. But that partner kit is a really good join kit this month. So make sure that you are sharing it. Likewise, that opportunity Facebook group that we have, it is open for you to use on an ongoing basis. So make sure that you are leaning in and using that. It is a tool that will help you build your team. So take advantage of these resources. Quick overview of what we have coming this month for Team Talk Tuesday. Tonight, as I said, we're talking about transition, and we've got a panel of experts who are going to share their pro tips because they've been through it over and over and over again. And then next week, we're going to bring some incentive earners to you. Now, we also have some incentive earners on this Zoom right now, but we're going to bring some incentive earners to you because they are fresh off the heels of earning this incentive. And we don't wait until the next incentive starts to start working towards it. Now is the time you start taking the action and doing the steps that are going to grow your business so that you rock that next incentive. So we're going to talk about that next week, and they're going to share what they did and how they earned it. The 18th, we're talking about Scentsy Connect, and we're talking about the Scentsy email system. Simple systems you can use to grow your business that don't cost you anything. They're tools that we have within our workstation. And then the last week of the month, we're talking about Scentsy Club. Scentsy Club. Because why are we doing it the last week of the month? It's transition month. It's your last chance to get those customers, to get those bring back my bar, those discontinued scents, all of those things, anything that is still available. Now bring back my bar. When it's gone, it's gone. Okay, caveat. But the discontinued scents, like they can add those bars to always get to their club, to always get my bar and get them forever. All right. So that's what we've got coming up this week. We're also in month 2 of our inner circle. Week 4 of our Scentsy Basic Bootcamp program. There are so many good things we have going on right now. It's a lot, but there's so much goodness. Does anyone else feel the momentum? Like Orville mentioned this on month end the other night, but I feel it within our organization. When I look at the growth in January over December, when I look at the growth in incentive in earners, all the things, like I really feel this momentum and this growth, and I think it's fantastic. So I hope you guys feel it too. It's really good. Let's see what else. I think that's, oh, transition month, obviously. 10% off sale, Valentine's Day shopping going on right now. Whiff Box has the new Scentsy suds in it. Mine's shipped. I can't wait for it to come. If you don't follow the trend on laundry sheets, it's big business right now, you guys. There's a whole market of people loving laundry sheets. So make sure that you are talking that up, using it, sharing it on social media, all the things. And of course, last chance discontinued list. What have I forgotten? If I've forgotten something and you're on the Zoom, please drop it in the chat so that everyone is up to date on everything going on. All right, jump into our panel. Tonight, we're talking transition. I know you guys are excited about this. You guys are so excited. Okay. Let's see. Who should we start? Who should my first victim be? Let's go with Amanda. Amanda, I know you love it. What is transition? I'm sure we have brand new consultants on here who don't even know what transition is.
Hi.
Hi.
Okay. So, transition for is an amazing time where we are going to now transition from fall winter over to our spring and summer catalog. All the good things happen, all the new stuff happens, all the exciting stuff happens. So that's what it is for me, and I cannot wait.
I love it. Me too. Anyone else want to add to that? No? Okay. Let's move on. Next question. All right. So,
oh wait, Miss Mary wants to add.
Oh, Miss Mary, what you got?
I think it's a time for us to maybe get new customers, luring them in with the 10% sale.
Yes.
And, trying getting across to them that you might have been eyeing some things on there, and it might be going away, and you might never ever see it again. And trying to get customers just add more things to their orders.
Absolutely. And customers do love to stock up in a transition month, right? It is rare that we, other than a flash sale, which is never a guarantee, it is rare that we offer a discount on our products. And so 10% to a new consultant might not seem like a lot, but to a customer, it's a really good opportunity, and they do stock up, right?
It's like a flash sale for the month.
Yeah, it is. It is. And
even advertise it like that.
Almost everything is on sale. Now, there are some exclusions, right? Check your workstation. Licensed products are excluded. Some of the larger combine and saves, bundle and saves, that kind of thing. But it is a chance. I mean, you even get that 6-pack of bars at a discount, right? So it's such a great deal. This I had a little further down, but let's just move to it since we're talking about 10% off and that kind of thing. Let's talk about the discontinued list for a little bit. I think sometimes there's a misperception of what that means. Do you encourage your customers to wait till the end to shop, or do you encourage them to shop right away, and why? Who wants to jump on that?
I'll do it. It's me.
Yeah.
So hi, I'm Andrea. I encourage my customers to jump on it right away. I've been with Scentsy on and off for 10, 11 years now. So I learned in the beginning with the 10% off and the discontinuing items, there are items that you're going to look at on that discontinued list that you say, that's not going to sell out and it's going to be here all month. But your yuck is someone else's yum. And that's always the first thing that sells out.
Yeah.
So I tend to tell my people when it comes to bars, if they want to wait and get a chance to meet up with me once or twice, if they're local, or wait for me to be able to mail them stickers or a few samples that I may have in order to smell some scents before they add them to their club, that's something that is okay to wait till the last minute because bars can be added to your club all month. But anything outside of that, I really urge my customers to get it right away, to book their party right away, and to share it with their family and friends. Because if you see something, this is what I tell them. If you see something on that list that you just can't imagine going without, then your friend also feels that way. Why wouldn't y'all both take advantage of the 10% off? You can earn free and half price items if you reach $200, and then y'all can split the shipping. So it's savings all around.
Yeah.
Like Tiffany said in the comments or in the chat, the car bars, before we even knew they were going to be discontinued, they were selling out like crazy.
Yeah. Yeah.
And now it's even worse. So things like the flowers, your car bars, your scent circles, and even some of the scent packs, those things, you need to jump on them. Like if you see something, say something. You know that saying that everybody says, looking out for terrorists and things.
Like
See something,
operational
say
security
something.
for Scentsy.
Yes.
Yeah.
Especially in Louisiana right now, we're hearing that nonstop with the Super Bowl.
Yes. Yes. I'm
Um,
sure.
anyway, I even put that in one of my posts. If you see something, say something. And then I put, in other words, if you see something you want, say
Say
something,
something.
order it.
Yeah.
Tell me about it. Let me
Mm.
order it for you now. Because like Andrea said, it's before you turn around and order it, it may be gone. Like somebody can call in an order to you tonight or text you an order tonight, and you're about to turn the light off and go to bed. And when you wake up tomorrow morning, oh, I got to place that order. And you go in and phew, it's gone.
Yes. Yes. Totally agree. I want to add one thing here too. If you have any of the products that are being discontinued or warmers in your home, it's a really good opportunity to show for you to go live and show a real life picture of it, because sometimes seeing it in a home, a real home setting makes all the difference. All right, let's move. I'm going to ask you in rapid fire order. Andrea, we're going to start with you because you're at the top left of my screen. Give me one thing that you think is important to do in a transition month. Just rapid fire.
I think
And
it's
if you didn't introduce yourself before, you did, I realized, but I didn't ask you guys to, but introduce yourself.
okay. I think the most important thing for our business is following up with my customers that I have built relationships with and know their favorite scents, or pulling the reports for discontinuing scents and focusing on that for the entire month and not just the last week of the month. Last transition, I have a very small club base, but last transition seasoning, I got 2 of my clubbers from transition month. And the fact that I pointed out that their favorite bar that they had bought multiple times, they could continue to get it on the same schedule if they just added it to club.
Can we also add in there? Sometimes we assume a bar will definitely come back because it seems like a favorite seasonal, like Cozy Fireside or
That's very hibiscus tea.
yes, or very Merry
Listen, they better
Cranberry.
never get rid of Sunkist Citrus or we're going to have problems.
So, but here's the thing, sometimes those favorites, especially holiday seasonal favorites, they do go away. So
Much the cookie.
yeah. So I don't risk it personally. Any of those things that I'm going to have a complete meltdown if they disappear, they get added to my club right now. In August, if they're coming back, I can drop them from my club, but I will put them on a 3-month rotation in my club so that my world is not over like it was when Cozy Fireside went away. So, all right. Jan, you want to drop in the chat a pro tip? And then we'll read it. No? Just a transition tip. One thing you think is important to do in transition. Tiffany, what you got?
So my big one is communicate as well. If I have customers I know that are ordering, like I have one customer, she's cranberries and cardamom, like that's all she orders, right? And I know it's going away. So I am like, hey, let's club it. Let's put it in there for next year. So definitely communicating, getting the word out there. Because sometimes, again, based on your algorithms, your social media people may not be seeing all your posts. So they may not even know what a transition month is. They may not know what the world you're talking about. So communicate and use multiple platforms. Don't just rely on social media. Use your project broadcast, use your texting, Facebook messaging, snail mail, throw a flyer in their local orders that they're picking up. But big one is communicate for me.
And that is so big because, with the algorithm, like way less than 10% of people see a post, right? And it used to be that someone had to see something 7 or 8 times before they took action. But now it's more like 12 or 13 times someone has to see it. And they're probably not even seeing it if you're relying on the posting and praying. So good. So good. I love it. Miss Mary, what you got?
Okay, Jan talk to everyone.
Awesome. Jan, talk to everyone. Yes, absolutely. Don't make assumptions on what your customers want or don't want, right? And like, it is our job to let them know what's going away. It's our job. It's not their job to be like knocking on our door every week. Oh my gosh, what's new now? That's what we do. It's our job to take care of them. And that's how we provide great customer care. All right, Mary, what you got?
I think my tip is to plan what you're going to do during this transition month.
Yes.
Like it's already February 4th. So, those plans should have been in place like the last week of January going into February when you really found out the discontinued items and all those other things, then you can finalize your plans and then put those plans into action so that you're not at the end of the month, say, oh, I forgot to advertise that these warmers were going away. Plan, like concentrate on the warmers not coming back, concentrate on the scents one day, concentrate on the diffusers not coming back, and make sure it's all written out, written down somewhere, and you implement those plans.
So you mentioned it's the 4th, and it is, obviously. So if someone is feeling overwhelmed at the moment, thinking they're behind, Mary, what would you like if you could give them one thing to do tonight or tomorrow to plan? What would your number one thing be to share?
I think the scents being discontinued. Then you can, if you get those scents out in public to your customers, and you tell them 3 or 4 times, look, this is going away, this is going away, and you communicate one-to-one, like Tiffany was saying that I know this is your favorite scent and it's not going to be here anymore, and who knows if it's coming back in the fall. Then you can start working on pushing club to get those.
Yep.
So I think that would be the most important thing to start getting out right now as far as planning is the discontinued scents.
All right, Amanda, let's go to you. Give me one thing that you think is important to do in a transition month.
Besides what everyone else said,
Yep.
you need to actually get your transition supplies.
Yes.
You need to get your transition catalog. If you can afford to do it, I think it's $65. You get 20 catalogs. You get all your scratch and sniff stickers. What else am I missing?
Your
get product
sheets.
Yes. So you get everything to be able to start preparing, even though you're still preparing, for transition month, but it's going to start to get ready for your spring and summer, and you want to hit the floor running. So besides taking care of your customers, don't forget you got to take care of yourself for your business.
And if you wait until March to do that, the problem I see is when consultants wait until they get paid in March instead of using a little bit of that commission in February, then if they wait till say March 10th to order or March 15th, they don't have those supplies till the end of March. They've lost 1 out of 6 months of the catalog, right? And so that can be damaging to their business. Momentum's important.
One more thing I'm sorry, about the kit.
Yeah.
It can sell out, FYI. So the longer you wait, you may miss out on that opportunity because I'm the idiot who's done that, and then I don't get the stickers. And I honestly, the stickers to me are golden, especially during the spring and summer. If you live down here in the South, we already had 80 degrees today. So
Yep.
you're gonna need those scratch and sniff stickers.
Christine,
Also,
did you
speaking
wanna-
from experience, make
Yeah.
sure you order the right countries kit.
Absolutely. I bet there aren't many of us that haven't made that mistake before. Like I've gotten catalogs in and thought, how did I order Spanish catalogs? Or I remember I sent out fundraiser catalogs one year and they were like, the orders came back and I was like, why are they paying me this for bars? Oh, wait, because they were Canadian.
Mm.
I've
Yeah.
done that. I've
So,
done Spanish
all right.
and
Can I-
Canada.
Yeah, of course you can. What you
Okay.
got?
I just want to add out there not to be an Andrea, okay? And I pulled these out just to show y'all. These are my catalogs from last year's transition set. If you're not going to use them, don't buy them.
Yes. Yeah.
Learn from me. I revamped my business about a month and a half after we transitioned last year, and I gave out catalogs at events because they were in person, but 95% of my customers are not local. So mailing a catalog like I used to do, now that I have 200 plus customers, it's just no longer financially feasible for me. I'm not saying you can't do it. I'm just saying that it wasn't possible for me. So when you're picking your transition items that you're buying that the home office offers, make sure you choose the one that works best for not only what you're going to use, but what you can financially afford.
Absolutely. And Jan, will you hold that back up again? I think you had a product sheet, right? Or you had a showcase brochure. So we have three different options. We have the catalog, which is the prettiest, the biggest, not size wise, but it is the thickest, the most visually pleasing. And then we have the showcase brochure, right? Which is fantastic. It still shows all the product. It does, it's thin. It's kind of, I use them for my fundraisers. And then we've got the product sheet, right? The product list. So you've got options and the price points vary. And we use them for different things by all means, but absolutely, you nailed it. Be a good steward of your financial resources and only get what you're going to use, right?
Yes. And if you have a few customers that you really want to spoil by giving them a catalog, they can, I have customers who ask me to add a catalog to their orders at the beginning of the month. And I have customers that pay for the $1 as many times as I've offered. And I just, when they do that, I just mail them a little extra something. And thank you, a little lanyard to show my appreciation. But most of my customers, we have switched to product list because if you fold them in like 3, they ship even with a scent circle and a thank you note, they ship with 1 stamp. And because all of our customers are not local, that has been something huge for us. I just wanted to throw it out there that if you did still want to get a catalog for yourself or for like your best 5 customers, you could do that individually and still save a ton of money.
Absolutely. Emily, what you got? Anything else?
Hey, I'm Emily Cleveland. I live in North Carolina. I've been a consultant for 4 years, and y'all really covered it good. I was like, dang, what am I gonna say? So, all right. So I would definitely say that you need to get yourself organized. That is definitely something. I am cleaning house, like samples that you ain't used for a while, get rid of them. If you got stuff from last season, get rid of it. Like clean yourself up and get ready for the new season, because a fresh start with a fresh desk or wherever, a closet, wherever you are, just needs to be organized, because right now it's a mess behind me, but we are getting it organized before March, before I go to World Tour in 2 weeks, honestly, because I want to bring my World Tour stuff home and be ready to go. So that's what I got to say.
And clutter makes you feel chaotic, right?
Yeah.
It makes it hard to keep that energy. I would be the queen of clutter right now in my house, disclosure. But it is hard to work in that space with a clear mind when you feel that way. So yeah, I would challenge you, if you have extra catalogs, showcase brochures, product lists, all those things, make it a mission to get them out to people, right? If you're not going to, then pitch them. But I would challenge yourself. Put them in your car, put them wherever you need to, and get them out the door. All right. Let's go to Tiffany. Do you use the early access transition kits?
I do. And
How do you use them?
twofold for me. So this will be the third transition where I actually do a team day with all of my teamies where I get all my kits in. So I know that everyone is not in the same place as me. So everyone on my team is not ordering all the transition kits. And again, work within what you have. Don't expend an exorbitant amount of money if you don't have it, if you're not there yet. So what I'll do is I order the kits personally because I want the stuff and I want to be able to, showcase it to my customers and take the pictures and get it under their noses. But I also want my team members that may not have the chance to get those kits to also experience it. So what I do is I get all the kits in. I have a team day. It's Mardi Gras season for us here in Louisiana. So next Saturday, we're having a team day with all the kits and king cake. And they're coming over. I'm going to let them take pictures of the stuff, smell all the stuff if they don't have their kits yet, so that they are also able to get the stuff to their customers as well. So I'm helping build my team up as well. So that's part one. But then also is I love to do a last look, first look with my customers. So that allows me, so my kit ships this week. So I'm waiting just for it to get here. So I will well have it in time before March 1st release. So I can get that under the nose and the eyes of my customers so they are seeing it well before it ever releases. And I'm taking pre-orders. I'm like, all right, what do you want? So March 1st, like we're hitting the ground running. What can I get for you? What do you want to try? What are the things? So you definitely have an advantage with having those things ahead of time so that you can get those to your customers and you can answer those questions. Whereas if you're waiting till March to get stuff in, you don't know what it is either. You don't know what, you're not touching it, looking at it, smelling it. So be well versed on your kits as well. So definitely a plus to get it.
Anyone else use their, does anyone else take advantage of the early access transition kits or use them differently?
I use the stickers in
Yeah.
the transition, the big transition kit to I make rack cards with them with the
Yeah.
new scents, and I send them out to yes, Jen, like that, similar to that. I send them out to my monthly mail group that I have, and that I usually send out the scent and warm of the month information and a little newsletter about what's coming up. But I'm gonna send those out. I'm waiting to get mine any day. Who knows when they're gonna come though? Because they still haven't shipped. But
It's only been 2 business days.
I know, but
Transition was at midnight Friday.
I live.
Doesn't it seem like it's been like 5 weeks though? It seems like it's been so long. I know.
I live almost in the Gulf of whatever you want to call it. The end of everything, except we get the 13-inch blizzards.
Yes.
Anyway, I didn't have 80-degree weather 2 weeks later.
Yeah, absolutely.
But anyway, I fix these little rack cards and I mail out. I do a special mailing with all those new scents in, and with a little note, that they're coming and March 1st, and then I make extras, and then any order that I have, any local orders that I have during February, I stick one in there in the
Love
local order so that those customers that are not on my monthly mailers get those scents to them.
I love that. I love that. Is there who else? Amanda, I'm going to go to you. Amanda, do you do anything different to get fragrance under the nose of your customers? Or I know we've shared all the ideas so far pretty much, but new scents coming out. How do you let your customers know?
About the new fragrances, well, I do one thing I now do is make sure I get the transition kit. That's number one, so that I can get the stickers because a lot of my customers are not local. So I do try to do that. Honestly, I'm gonna be honest.
Good, you should. We want
The
honest.
transition kits, I don't because hey, I cannot sit here and drop $200 on
Yeah,
just
and that's
one.
fine. Yeah.
Like we all said, we could use another warmer, like we could use a hole in our head. So, but my goal is with transition month is to start collecting orders so that at the end of the month, or at the first, I can close that party. Technically, I can order everything and then close the party with all the host rewards and be able to grab some of the new stuff to be able to share when it's not really so much out of pocket for me.
And
I sometimes too will, if I have local teamies, we'll split the bars.
yeah,
We'll
yeah.
split the bars and get actual samples out of them.
I love that. And I also love that. I mean, we don't want people to spend money that they don't have, right? So everyone should do what's within your budget, right? We don't want you buying kits that you don't have customers to resell to. We don't want you buying business supplies that are taking from family money, right? But I think you nailed it with something that would be one of my pro tips, something that I've learned over the years is I do like when those customer orders come in through my PWS, like I do have that those parties open, right? So when it is transition month or the new catalog, I should say, not transition month, I do have rewards that I can use to grab some of those products. And that is really beneficial to me because I do like taking some pictures of products. I like to be able to see there's some warmers that I don't think our catalog does justice to. And so if you are doing parties this month, if you're doing a last chance party and you're the host of it, then you might want to save the like if it's online orders, you can't save it and not close it, if it's things that are being discontinued. But if you can accrue some host rewards, you could grab some of this stuff for half price or nothing out of your pocket for sure. I love that. So
Hey,
good.
can I say one thing, Karen?
No, absolutely not. Yes, you.
Okay. All right. So I know I'm probably going to touch base on this at the end of the month. However, I think it's important to talk about now. So the reason that how I do it is I make people jealous. And I know that sounds so crazy, but that's how I've gained a club is with obviously this transition month all the time. So I like put it out like crazy that my clubbers are going to get the catalog before anybody else and they're going to get some of the new scents. And so that's how I've gained clubbers, but that's also getting people curious like, well, what the heck? I want that. So that's how I gain people, customers, getting scents under people's noses is because I send it all out to my clubbers and then people get jealous and they want it
Yeah.
too.
FOMO.
So that's what I do.
I mean, I'm a big fan of the FOMO, I'll be honest. So
Yeah.
I love it. Okay. Couple other questions I want to get to, and I want to be attentive to people's time. Last chance first glance parties. I know we touched on them, but does anyone on our panel do them regularly and have just maybe a pro tip or two? Nope. We only got one, huh? Okay, fantastic. All right, then moving on. So let me just say this. I would encourage you to explore the concept of a last chance first glance party. Okay. So some of you don't even know what that is. Not our panelists. They all know what that is. But it's basically like an open house that you're going to do at your house at the end of the month where they're going to have an opportunity to shop from the old catalog before the stuff is gone. But they can also, place their pre-order with you for the stuff that's going to launch just a couple days later. Now,
I have an open house. Yeah, I'll do an open house usually in February. And
so same concept. Yeah.
Yeah. And I have some February discontinued stuff, and if I have some of the warmers that are leaving, I'll put them out. And then I'll also have all 10 of the new scent bars because I ordered the scent sale kit, and I'll put those out. And if sometimes I order the warmer kit, sometimes I don't. Just depends on the money situation. But if I do have the warmer kit, I put those out too. And I tell them I'm taking orders. If not, what I've done in the past is I go on Pinterest and, people, as soon as they get their warmers, they start posting pictures of them. And it's the new warmers coming in the kits. And as soon as they get their kits, they put them online. So I go in and I grab pictures of some of the warmers that they're getting from the catalog, and I make a PowerPoint with
Mhm.
it, like a slideshow with
Yeah.
them. And then I run the slideshow during the open house. And
So
then
they can
people can
see.
see
I
the
love
warmer
it. Yeah.
in a home setting, not just what's in the
Yeah.
catalog.
And if
Yeah.
you are attending World Tour, now I realize it's not a home setting, a World Tour, but if you are attending a World Tour location, make sure you check out those product displays. Take good pictures, but don't just, well, it depends upon the location. Some locations are a little stinkier and won't let you touch them. But if you're attending one of the smaller locations, usually you can get away with picking up those warmers, taking some personal pictures of you with those products, all the things. But think about branding opportunities. Now, I'm not telling you you shouldn't wear Scentsy gear to a Scentsy event, but you might want to consider what you wear to World Tour if you want to do any branding photos with the product. You might not want a World Tour t-shirt or a team t-shirt. And I'm not saying you don't want to wear it to World Tour, but you might want to take something to change in the bathroom, grab a couple pictures with. So, okay. Last question I have, and Mary, you kind of touched on it in a way. Early views of the catalog. What are your thoughts? You know, years ago, I was taught by Orville, sell what's available now. So sell what is available in February, and in March we worry about March. Now, I know with social media that is not necessarily, and I think home office would even agree to some extent, that it doesn't necessarily hurt to sneak peek certain things, right? Like, so just maybe one or two of you tell me, how do you use the new catalog in February to grow your March business without taking away from your February business? Like, do you use it to book parties? What do you do?
I kind of start mid-February, like around the 15th, 16th. Well, our world tour is on the 17th, I believe. 17th.
Yep, it is. It's the 17th. Yep.
So when I come back from that, I'm going to start releasing like sneak peeks, and I'll title them Sneak Peek Number One. And several members in our Lagniappe Club do this. And I'll maybe my first sneak peek are the scents. You know, you want to get them in with those scents. And then I put, if you want to smell them, let me know. I can send you some samples. And then the next day I might start like a couple of warmers from each different you know how in the catalog they group, don't you dare take my picture of me using my hand. I saw you, girl. You know how in the catalog they group you could go ahead.
Yes. Yes.
They group them together like country and then
Yes.
simple. That I kind of take one or two new warmers from each section, and I kind of like the recreate something close to what they're doing in the catalog, and put a little blurb about, you know, the category they fall under and whatever. And that's how I kind of get interest going with the new catalog.
I love that. I love that. So you style them a little bit. You know, kind of get you theme them together and you share them kind of by theme. Because what appeals to one of those from that kind of category might appeal, they both might, right?
Yeah.
I love that. Jan said in the comments, she said she does parties with Last Chance and First Glance with her VIPs. And I love that too, because I love giving your VIPs an exclusive opportunity, right? Like making them feel special. Maybe they get the first glances. Maybe they get the, you know, the first opportunity to do those parties. Okay, iPhone 13 in the comments. I don't know what your name is. It says iPhone 13. World tour locations. Oh my goodness, there are so many of them. I think there's like, are there 38 maybe? If you go to the event tab on the workstation, you can view the world tour locations. Also, I think there might be a news tab article about which locations are not sold out. So, all right, this has been fantastic. Thank you guys so much. I really, really, really appreciate you sharing. I am going to stop the recording now, but we are not done. We are not done, friends. We are now going to move to the part where we celebrate, cheer for each other, and do all the things.
Okay, you want to take our picture now?
You can take, hold on. Do you want me to? You want me to take the panel off though?
No, I want a picture of the panel first. I just wanted to say before you stop the recording
Yeah.
that one of the things I didn't hear mentioned was that you could share your you could, if you're local to your team, everybody could pitch in for the kids. And this is what I mean. This is not like I'm going to buy the bar kit because that's the one that I can
Yes.
afford. And this person may be able to afford the warmer kit and has an event coming up. So they're going to do that. And then y'all all get together and you share the kits so everybody can get a smell, everybody can get their photos. So that would be something really good to do if you have locals. I used to do last chance, first glance parties, but like I said, none of my team and none of my customers are local. So what I'm doing this year, and you can do this on many different platforms. So you could do this on boards, you could do this in a VIP group, you could do this in Messenger. I am doing it with Project Broadcast. I am creating a landing page of all of the sneak peeks that I get at World Tour, and I'm sharing it with
like that.
just my VIP and my clubbers. And I will be posting about the fact that my VIP and my clubbers got exclusive access to the what's coming, and they are the only ones in the know. And let me know if you want to figure out how to be one of them people. So I think that that would be a really good idea if you're like me and everybody is far, far away and you're all by your lonesome. You can find ways to do that. And if you are all by your lonesome and you're a part of the Scent Warriors group or whatever group that you are a part of, I'm sure Jess's team also has an amazing community.
We
There
do.
are people that will get their kids. And all you have to do is say, hi, I wasn't able to swing this, or hi, I chose not to swing this because what am I going to do with 10 warmers, right? Would anybody who got the kit, would y'all be willing to take a few photos in person, real life photos that we can share that doesn't have your face or your family pictures in them? And there are a ton of us in the community that want to see you eat at our table or even bigger tables, and we're more than willing to share with you. And so we can't share if you don't ask.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Yep. That's my favorite thing about our Scentsy community, right? I love how people are willing to share because we're not competing against each other. Like we are better together 100%. All right. I am going to stop the recording. If you have other pro tips, though, that we did not share or that you think got left out, please, please, please drop them in the chat. Super important.